Welcome back to India. That's going to be my first question, Coach. Why did you choose East Bengal? Why did you choose to come back to club football after so many years with the national team?
Look, I deliberately didn't join a club after the national team. It's been 3 years. Um, Imam East Bengal asked me nicely. It was an opportunity. I felt that club level, so it was a great opportunity for me, and here I am.
Coach, have you noticed any differences in the short time you've been away from India
In the 3 years,
with young players or the system in the league?
yeah, let's not go there because that will be another couple of hours. I'd like to focus on tomorrow's match, and the club that I'm at the moment is East Bengal. So, but that's a decent question.
Coach, East Bengal had a lot of problems, like lot of early problems, like. So was it must have been really difficult for you? And you said that they've asked you nicely, so you come here. But tomorrow it's going to be a high pressure start for you, like. So what do you say about tomorrow's match and the problems you have to handle before taking over, like?
Well, look, I don't want to wash my laundry in public, but I think the problems that we had when I arrived on the 4th of August, I went directly to the training ground. I think they have been well documented. So all I'm focused on now is tomorrow's game. Kerala have a good side. Ivan has been there now his second year, so the players are very familiar with each other. And of course, in front of these mad fans that you have here, it's going to be a difficult game. But I think all of the games will be difficult for us. And we will just take one game at a time. We will try our best in every game. We will try to win every game. I'm not saying we will win every game, but you don't play football to lose. So I think the boys will give a good account of themselves tomorrow, and hopefully we can get the 3 points and move on.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Last season, East Bengal have a bad season. They finished to the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
So, what is your plan and expectation about the coming season? And according to your opinion, what will be the strength of the coming season, your team?
Well, the plan is not to finish bottom of the table next season, that's for sure. But as I said, we are new staff, new players. You need time. We are rebuilding, I would say, in East Bengal from top to bottom. And that takes time. So it's not going to be because I come and I know the Indian mentality that we're going to win 20 games in the ISL, because I know the Indian mentality. It doesn't work like that. We need time to build. We need time for everybody to understand each other's roles and what have you. But like I said, we will give everything in every game. That's the minimum. Whatever they have, the players will give. That's minimum for me. So will there be mistakes? For sure. I forgive mistakes. I don't forgive people who don't try or people who don't work. You cannot do that in this game. If you're not prepared to work, then you shouldn't be playing, for me anyway. So, like I said, one game at a time. Tomorrow it's Kerala. I don't wish them luck. I wish us luck more. And let's see what happens.
Coach, given that you've got 3 foreigners who played in the league, in Ivan Gonzalez, Alex Newman, Clayton Silva, all who come into your club with enough of ISL experience behind them, can we expect them to be sort of the spine of your side because of their experience and because of their experience of having played overseas as well?
Yeah, look, I think having ISL experience was important for us in terms of the foreigners, because they know, and all 3 have produced. All 3 are good characters. All 3 have no issues with, unlike some of the foreigners that come here where they have problems to understand, to deal with the food or how we work in India. You need some time to understand. So that was important that they do. So I think they will be important players for us going forward.
Coach, Coach, from what you've seen now, like of the other teams, like which are the three strongest teams in the league? So what do you say? Like,
I haven't seen any of them. We didn't start. I think we're the first game. We're the first game. I didn't see them. You don't know. Players change, personnel change, staff changes. So I don't think you can assess an ISL team today before it's played a game, in my humble opinion.
yeah.
Showing, you had a spectacular season last time around. What really changed this like all of the season? And what has the coach been telling you guys as a team?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Actually, East Bengal, the name is enough. I choose East Bengal because I am from Kolkata. I wanted to play for East Bengal from my childhood also. So, and we will try our level best to improve as a team. And for our supporters, we have to do more, and for us also. So this is the reason.
So you have the one with the academy, right? So is that a
That was actually that was my in childhood. I played there. I was from that school, so that is not the reason for anything for future. In childhood, anyone can build from anyone, so that is not the reason.
Coach, we talk about the history of Indian club football names. AK Mohun Bagan, East Bengal are the first that come to your mind. How important is it for club football in India, for a club of East Bengal stature to do well? And secondly, given that you've got 6 teams that can make the playoffs, is that a realistic expectation or a goal you set yourself and for your players?
Look, I would just point Manchester City, Leeds United, Man United. All of those teams have been relegated from the Premier League. Man City were in League 3 at some point. So history is history. It's past. It's what happens now. And if you don't do the right things when you have that time, you are going to fall beside the wayside. We talk about why we're not talking about Kerala, for example. We are here. They came 4th last season. They've done really well. But they have only been in existence how many years? 9 years since the beginning of the ISL. We have been in existence 103 years, but what have we done? You know, so it's great to have history to look back on, but I think each team will make its own history based on the results and based on the current situation. So I think that's my answer to that.
Hi, Shavik. Hi. Shavik, your thoughts about the squad and the time you've spent with the team so far. How's the squad looking like in your opinion, and how are you looking forward to the season and the match?
Hi. In my opinion, our squad is very good. One of the strongest squad. I don't talk with the paper, but we gelled very good as a team. We are practicing for 6 weeks, and I think the most of the boys are very talented, and foreigners are also helping us to be good in the field and outside of the field. And coach, staff, all are helping us to build as a team, one of the strongest team, not as a team, one of the strongest teams. So we'll try our level best in the league, and we are looking at on one game that in every game we want to improve. But in my opinion, our team is a very good side. Let's see what will happen.
And coach, a question for you now. It's, save for the Kolkata derbies that were played in the Durand Cup, Indian football would not have seen a crowd like what we are expecting to see tomorrow for the match. In your perspective as a coach, how have you prepped your players mentally to prepare for the challenge of playing in front of such a loud crowd?
Look, unless you've actually played in front of a large crowd, there's nothing I can do to prepare them. It's most of the guys have had some experience of the derby. A lot of the players, Indian players, have played in the ISL, so they would have played here and they would have played in Calcutta. which are I guess the two biggest crowds that you would get. So we don't worry about things that we can't control. Hopefully we can keep the crowd quiet tomorrow. But that would depend on how we play and what the score is and so on. So we try to control what we can control.
And coach, what would your message to the East Bengal FC fans be ahead of the season?
I've had this question several times, and it's always the same. We need the fans, we need the supporters. It's fantastic that we now in India have live crowds again, and I think the support we have had so far from our fans and the ultras has been unbelievable. So I don't expect that to change. I don't know how many of them would have been able to come down for tomorrow's game, but I'm sure there'll be a few Bengalis in the crowd, 1 or 2,000, I hope. So we'll see.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ek minute. My best Hindi.
As a former Indian coach, how do you rate the growth of Indian football?
Not answering that here. We don't have time.
Coach, this time East Bengal have the Malayali striker VP Sohair. So can we expect VP Sohair in the first 11 along with the Brazilian striker?
Let me think. Yeah, I won't tell you that, will I? Next question.
Coach,
But nice try. I appreciate the effort. It's good.
Coach, we expect a big crowd here tomorrow. And a few years ago, we had for a match for India at semi-final, I think one semi-final international match, we had almost double the number of seats allotted, almost more than 1 lakh people here for a stadium which was supposed to carry only some 60,000. Like, so when you think of big crowds here, probably make it uncontrollable at times. Like, so does the Indonesia thing come to your mind?
God, I hope not. I hope we are a bit smarter than them. And I hope we are more clever than the Indonesians. We can't let that happen in India.
Because that 1,20,000 crowd that time, nobody was able to control it actually.
Yeah, look, I know in India, the question I love to ask is, how long is it going to take to go to the venue? Coach, half an hour. It's never half an hour. It's always an hour. So I hope that if the crowd is 80, it is 80, and that we can look after the people. You got families here, women, children. We don't want this disaster to happen in India. So please, I don't even want to think about that.
Coach, you've spoken about building the squad and how there's a new staff from top to bottom. How are you looking at developing the Indian players that are there, or the young players that are there, be it foreigners?
Look, I think with the national team, I get 10 days to try and implement my philosophy, my ideas. Is 10 days enough? No, it's not, but that's how it is at international football. With the club, I'm there every day. We had a meeting yesterday in the airport while we were waiting for the flight to come down here with one of the groups. So for me, it's an opportunity to I can coach them every day. We don't have to be on the field to coach. I don't know if they want to see me every day. You have to ask him. But I try to impart as much as I can to the players with my experience, and we have good staff, and we will give them all the information from the GPSs. They will have individual analysis clips given to them. So everything that we do in a European club where GPS information is given to the players. Here we don't give them the information, we just take the information. We give the information. They will have individual clips. Yesterday the meeting was about a section of our game, and those players involved in that section were looking at it. They will get those clips. They can, on their phones, on their laptops, they can watch these clips, so that all the things that we say during the course of the training sessions, they can see, well, I was in the wrong place. Why was you in the wrong place? Because that. And that's what we are. We teach football. We are not rocket science. It's not a big deal. We teach people how to play football. That's it. But we should teach.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.